I'm mad. So first of all, my name is Molly. This is my first ever video on this channel. I'm super excited. I should have thought about how I want to start this video. Anyway, my name is Molly. I have a hearing loss. This is what this channel is gonna be all about. So if you guys are interested, if you want, you can hit that subscribe button. There's gonna be lots of fun times ahead. I have some ideas hooking up in this brain over here for this channel. Also, my hair is a bit messy. I haven't had a haircut since like December. Whoops. I hope everyone's healthy with everything going on. I know this is a hard time. Wow, this intro is all over the place, eh? Anyway, this video is about how YouTube is getting rid of community contributed captions. Contributed captions. This is an important topic for me because, as I mentioned before, I have a hearing loss. As you can see, there's my hearing aid right there. This is important to me as well as other people, of course, who are deaf or hard of hearing. The top of my head is on it. So yeah, this is an important topic for me. I rely heavily on captions. A lot of other people do as well. Okay, first of all, so I got a lot of this information from a YouTuber named Brittany Pointer. She's deaf. She has a lot of great videos. I'd recommend checking her channel out. I'm going to put a link to her channel in the description because her videos are really informative and they're just, you know, I enjoy them. Especially the one that she made about community contributed contributions for captions. I'm gonna touch on a lot of the stuff that she hasn't. A lot of stuff that she's touched on, I'm not gonna touch on because, like, she explained a lot of the stuff better than I ever could. I'm gonna put a link to her video in the description so you can go check that out. Alright, so, YouTube, what are you doing? I don't understand this decision. Apparently a couple of the reasons they're getting rid of captions, community captions, is first of all, not a lot of people use them, and then second of all, they've just been like misused, or a lot of people put in extra commentary and stuff, which I agree, yeah, like that's not what what community captions were put in place for. It's just for people who, let's say, the YouTuber didn't put in the English captions themselves, so like someone else could put in English captions, and then someone like me who has hearing loss can put on the English captions and be able to watch and read the captions at the same time, and then I can understand what's going on. Also, you can translate the videos, which is good. What I plan on doing is putting in my own English subtitles, hopefully, and then also enabling community contributions for at least like the month or so that we have left with them. I don't know how many people are going to watch this, we'll see, but hopefully, you know, if you guys want to, you can add that. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. You can like translate, like if I have English captions already on there, someone else is like bilingual or trilingual or whatever, they can put in captions for other languages like German or Spanish or something, so then those people who speak German or Spanish and not English can hopefully follow along as well and understand what's happening in the video. Some of the videos I've seen with like just like added commentary, it can be confusing for someone who doesn't understand what's going on, and then they're like, I have all my points like on my phone and Google Docs right here. You can't see it, it's too bright. Let's get into like the population of those who are hard of hearing. So according to the World Health Organization, over 5% of the world's population, 466 million people, has disabling hearing loss. I'm part of that. Oh, 466, about 466 million people are also part of that. So this is a huge population of people. Not all of them, of course, have access to YouTube or watch YouTube on a daily basis, but a lot of us do. And what's the number? YouTube like gave like this really small number of people who do use them. I don't like that because they're basically reducing all of us to a single number. I mean, we're people, we're not numbers. We're people who want to watch YouTube videos and have access to YouTube videos and understand what's going on in those videos. And basically taking away like the person and just giving them a number and then saying like, you're not important. Which, like, come on. Also, instead of solving this issue with community captions, they're instead just getting rid of them and then they don't have to deal with them. Which is, yes, the problem is not there anymore. The initial problem has been eradicated, but now there is less accessibility for some of us, and that means that there's going to be less videos probably that are captioned, because not all YouTubers are, like, let's be real, not all YouTubers want to caption their own videos and go through all that trouble when they're editing videos, making it, like, you know, YouTube for some people is a career or like a job. They're not doing anything else. They're like making videos all day. They're editing at night. Would they really be wanting to type up captions on top of all of that? I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't, but this is important to me, so like, I would try my best. But a lot of people don't see the importance of adding captions, but I appreciate those YouTubers who do put in the captions themselves or do enable community contributions, because that just opens up more content for us. And while they're not getting rid of captions as a whole, they are getting rid of a part of that, and it's still getting rid of some, like I said, some accessibility. It would be illegal if they just like got rid of captions as a whole, and if they ever did that, I don't think none of us would stand for that. Look at what's already happened just because they're getting rid of the community contributions. There's no way that they can just get rid of captions as a whole, which is good, because like I said, captions are important. Also, going back to like the YouTubers captioning their own videos, a lot of YouTubers are disabled, blind, deaf. It's just harder for them to be able to caption their own videos. Community contributions fills in that gap. So that's another point I wanted to add. Community contributions is also a good way for a viewer to contribute to their favorite YouTuber's content, like help them out, help out other viewers. So I didn't find out that this was happening until Ricky made her video on this, and I was like, what the heck? This is not right. That was a couple weeks ago. Apparently they were like thinking about doing this for like a few months now. Like they made like a video back in May or something, like saying that they were probably gonna get rid of community contributions, and a lot of people commented on their videos saying not to do that, saying how important it is to have community contributions for captions. Actually, what's really cool is, so their YouTube channel, Creator Insider, right? A lot of their videos, a lot of people have commented on them, like the newer videos, saying not to get rid of community contributions. And it's great because clearly more people use community contributions than they think. Clearly a lot of people see why it's important, vital really, to have them. So if you guys want to help out, you can maybe also go to Creator Insider and comment like on their videos just telling them not to get rid of community contributions. Hopefully they actually read the comments and like see how important this is to a lot of us. They got a lot of people saying not to do this, and they're still doing it. They're still, I don't get it. They're still getting rid of them. They're like, nah, like, we're good. We're just take your concerns over there. We're doing this. We're good. So YouTube, stop. Sure, not everyone uses them, not everyone is deaf, not everyone is hard of hearing, not everyone has auditory processing disorder, not everyone is not English first language, because I think that's like the most popular language on this platform. Yeah, you know, not everyone can speak English. It's still, like I said, still a pretty big population of people you're just alienating and being like, catch you later, goodbye, we don't need you watching the videos. Also, not a lot of people know that this feature exists because they kind of have it like tucked away. What I don't get here is YouTube's like, yeah, no one uses them, people misuse it, and it's like, well, fix that, address that, do something, don't just get rid of the whole feature. Actually do something for the people misusing it. Maybe like actually fix your notification system and make it so that we get notified when people put in subtitles, and then we can improve it, right? If we see something we don't like, then we can be like, no. But if the captions look good, then we can approve it and then have it out there for people to use. It just ticks me off so much. So people don't know that many captions exist, but a lot of people also don't know that the captions as a whole exist on your platform because you guys haven't promoted the feature. You guys just haven't promoted captions really at all. Like, I don't remember seeing anything being like, oh, hey, use the captions. If you guys want a feature to be used, then you need to promote it. Like, you need to make it known that it exists. I've heard people saying that this is like installing a wheelchair ramp and then like removing it because no one's using it. I'm just gonna take it a step further and just say that this is like installing a wheelchair ramp in the back of a building, not telling anyone that it's there, and then getting rid of it because no one is using it. That's what this is. You guys added a feature to improve accessibility, and then you didn't really tell anyone about it, and now, because no one's using it, or barely or not everyone is using it, you're just getting rid of it instead of fixing it. Let's talk a bit about me, how this affects me. I know, like, I'm so, what is the word? I really had to look this up. I'm self-centered. Now let's talk about me for a bit, because I'm so self-centered. My hearing aids have Bluetooth, so I'm able to just stream audio from either my laptop or my phone and listen to music, watch videos, all that good stuff. And like the audio is like pretty clear, so I'm able to like understand what's happening. So usually there I might not need captions all the time, but I still do use them because I do miss some words from time to time. Everyone does. I also use captions on the TV all the time. I basically rely on them with the TV. When I go to the movie theater, I get one of those captive view thingies. I'm gonna probably make another video on that because I have a lot to say about those things. They've had like these captioning things at like theaters, musicals, plays, you know, those types of theaters. But sometimes, you know, when I'm in bed, when I'm about to go to bed, or I just had a shower and I don't want to get my hearing aids wet, or if I just woke up, I don't have my hearing aids in. Why are they all tangled up? Oh my gosh. I use these when I'm in bed and I don't have my hearing aids in. They're normal earphones. But also, with my hearing loss, they barely help because I'm gonna make a separate video on my hearing loss because I think that might actually, I hope that's interesting. That's interesting to me. Also, how we found out about my hearing loss is, like I said, I think that's super interesting. Anyway, my hearing loss is more on the severe side. When I'm like listening to audio with earphones and I don't have my hearing aids in, it's really hard for me to hear because I don't have my hearing aid amplifying sound for me a bit more. Now that we've discussed my own hearing loss, let's get back to the captions. The auto captions. YouTube, if you're gonna get rid of any captioning system at all, it should be the auto captions. I don't use that feature. I don't know anyone who does use that feature. It's distracting, it's clunky, it doesn't look good at all, it's super inaccurate. You guys need to work on that. I know it's improved from like a few years ago, but I've still seen some pretty inappropriate stuff in the written in there, which is kind of silly, because it's pretty clear when I watched the video that that's not what it said. So really, it's not a helpful feature. If anything, it just adds more confusion for the viewer. And I might have seen ones where like the auto caption thought a kid said the F word. I feel like I heard about that somewhere. What? Oh wait, fix that, please. Like yesterday. And YouTube, have you guys used those captions? I dare YouTube to watch one video with just auto captions, no volume, none of that, just watching a video with the auto captions and then telling me what's happening in the video. The video doesn't make sense. Continuing on, now that we've talked about the pathetic excuse for a captioning system, which is YouTube auto captions, let's discuss more accessibility. I go to college in Ontario, Canada. My college, I'm sure like other colleges do this too, I hope. So like in Ontario we have like the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act. Let me just look up real quick definition for that. What it says here is that its purpose is to improve accessibility standards for Ontarians with physical and mental disabilities to all public establishments by 2025. That's basically what it is. It's a statute that was enacted in 2005 by the Legislative Assembly of Ontario, Canada. I'm not good with like government stuff and all that, but that sounds pretty official to me. Anyway, my college, in compliance with that act, has a policy that requires all media, like movies, videos, whatever, shared by professors to be properly and professionally captioned, which is great. I love that as a hard of hearing student. It helps a lot, and I appreciate that. And with YouTube, you know, getting rid of like community contributed captions, I don't know, I'm not a professional, but I feel like that would make that complying with that act a bit harder. What YouTube is doing is making their platform less accessible, basically alienating a whole group of people who already struggle with watching videos on the platform. I've been planning on having community captions for this channel for a long time, but I'm also planning on reading my own subtitles for my videos, hopefully. I'm gonna probably also try and get some help with that because it's gonna be hard to do with just me, who is hard of hearing and sometimes misses important stuff. I'm gonna try to make sure that all my videos are captioned so that you guys are able to enjoy this video no matter if you're hard of hearing or deaf, or you're learning English, you have auditory processing disorder, all of that. I want to make sure that my videos are accessible to everyone and everyone's able to hopefully enjoy them. This honestly just feels like YouTube is being ignorant. I don't know who, if anyone on their staff is deaf or hard of hearing, if they've tried to advocate for us or if they agree with this being implemented. I don't know if who they've really talked to about this, who this actually affects. If they have, I don't know if they've actually considered how it's gonna affect them. I don't know if they've actually considered what they've said. I know he said that she's talked to them a couple of times, and it seemed like they just kind of dismissed her. Be better, YouTube. Just be better. For real. You guys have other problematic things going on as well, which needs to be addressed. You guys just need to like step it up a little bit. Oh, you know what the best part about this is? So they said that this is getting implemented after September 28th. My birthday is on the 27th, so this is basically a nice little birthday present from YouTube. So thank you, YouTube, for that. Shall I put it over by your other wonderful gifts, like demonetization and your YouTube rewind from 2018? Thanks. Really. That's just the icing on the hate, the birthday hate. This feature that's important to me and several other people is just being thrown out, discarded, like 2 days after my birthday or whatever. That's just wonderful. Thank you to Ricky for using your platform. Like, okay, she's advocated several times for better YouTube captions and, you know, captions like in general and all that. So thank you for using your platform for that. I know it affects you, it affects me, it affects several other people, and it's really great that we have this platform that we can use to get our voices heard, because I know there are petitions going on, other people are making videos, people are commenting on the Radio Insider videos. I don't know how many people are going to be watching this video, but if I can just add my voice to the collective group, the noise coming from all of us, everyone like advocating for the community captions to stay, that means a lot to me. I don't know how likely it is that YouTube's gonna see this video or other videos or the comments and actually be like, oh, these people really want community captions to stay. I guess we'll eat them. I guess we'll see. I'm not letting this happen without this video being up there. So even if it does happen, even if they do get rid of community captions, I'm gonna put in my own captions. I don't know anyone who knows other languages, so if I could, I would enlist other people to add captions as well. We'll see where this goes. YouTube, if somehow you're watching this, please reconsider this decision, because your platform, as you've said, is all about broadcasting yourself, but by making videos less accessible, you're really just adding more hurdles for all of us. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like the video, subscribe. I do have more ideas I'm hoping to improve, and I will see you guys later, hopefully with a better, more fun, more interesting video for you guys to watch. Remember to take care of yourself and ride those good vibrations.